So guys, recently on my Instagram, I put up a story with a quiz. I said, what muscle group makes a man look the most manly? And a lot of you responded, which, for those of you who are not following my Instagram, what are you doing? The tag is right there in the video. Go follow it right now. And I was asking you, what muscle group makes a man look the manliest? And you had a choice, back, shoulders, or arms. And a lot of you responded the same muscle group, and I completely agree. You responded with the back. Let me say, I do 100% agree with you when it comes to the back. You see, a well-developed back is going to make a man look so manly, like that wide V-taper body like I talked about in one of my previous videos. Wide V-taper is going to make a man look strong. He looks physically strong and capable, which is why it makes him look so manly to have that V-taper. You know, the wide upper body and the slimmer waist. That's why it looks so good. All because the man looks so powerful. So that's why in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to get a wide looking back. Now number one is going to be the chin up. And this exercise is going to be key when it comes to getting a wide back. And notice how I did not say pull-ups. In my personal opinion, and from looking at anatomy, my own experience, and my client's experience, the chin up is probably the best way to get a wide back. That's where they feel it the most. Because if we just shift the hand placement a little bit from being outside of the pull-up bar to more inside the pull-up bar, what you're going to notice when you look at the anatomy of the lats is that when you're at the bottom portion, when your hands are facing towards you, that's where the lats are going to be the most stretched. And then when you focus on pulling your elbows down to your side, that is where the lats are going to be the most contracted. And well-developed lats really give that wide V-taper look. And I know you're going to argue about anatomy a lot, but looking at anatomy, the pull-up does target the teres major just a little bit more than it does the lats. Like you look at guys who are good at pull-ups, their teres is really developed. And this is even something that I learned from my guy, Jeff at Athlete Next, is where he pointed out that the lats, when they're at the top, when they're at the bottom portion of the chin up, they're at the most stretched, but at the top they're at the most contracted. And most people, when their palms are facing towards them, that's where they feel their lats the most. And since the chin up is a lot easier for most people to do, that means it is a lot easier to overload that movement. And one of the key parts of muscle growth is that you need to overload a movement. Like a lot of people can put weight onto a chin up a lot easier than they can do a pull-up. Now, number two is going to be frequency. You should be working for a wide back at least 3 to 4 times a week. That means performing an exercise that will get you a wide back at least 3 to 4 times a week. Think of it this way, if you're trying to get a big chest, are you only going to train your chest like once or twice a week? Or are you going to train your chest multiple times throughout the week? Same thing with the abs. If you want good abs, are you only going to train them once or twice a week? Same thing with biceps. You need to train the muscle group more than once or twice a week. You need to train them at least 3 to 4 times a week to see any significant growth in the muscle. And I mean, getting a wide back is no different. How often you perform a movement like this is really going to affect how well your back lift is going to be. Is prioritize. You want to do a vertical pulling movement first in your workouts. Because first time in your workouts, that's where you're going to have the most energy. And this is pretty easy to do, pretty easy to implement to your current workout split. So if you're doing full body, instead of doing legs first, which I highly recommend, do a vertical pulling movement to really target that back. And even on your pulling days, definitely do that first. And even a couple more workouts after that. And for your bro split, before you start doing your main lift, you definitely will want to do a vertical pull then. And by prioritizing, that means that towards the end of your workout, which a lot of people, that's a huge mistake they do, is if they're trying to do, let's say, build bigger calves, they're going to save calves till the end of the workout. Which I would figure if you want to get a big, wider back, you would prioritize a vertical pulling, which means you will want to do it at the beginning of your workouts. So even though horizontal pulling movements are good for you to have in your back routine, those are going to target more of the thickness of the back, so like spinal erectors, traps, rhomboids, teres minor, all stuff like that that makes the back look really thick. They're not really going to help you when it comes to the wideness of your back. And I don't really care what anyone says that they grew a wide back from doing rows. That is not going to happen for 99% of people out there. To really get a wide back, you're going to have to prioritize vertical pulling. and that is because the lats really do lie in the back. Like I said, looking back at the anatomical drawing, when you look at the lats, they're coming from down by the SI joint and they're branching out like wings up to the shoulder, which means if you really do want to get a wide back, you're going to have to target the lats more than you are the thickness of your back. It means that the vertical pulling, you have to focus on coming from an up high position with your elbows and pulling your elbows all the way to your sides. Now guys, if you really do want to achieve your dream masculine physique, but you're tired of wasting so many hours on YouTube and Google and you want to get your results as fast and efficiently as possible, one thing I do offer is one-on-one mentoring. So all you need to do for that is simply head over to my Instagram and DM me the word physique to let me know you are interested, and I'll give you more details then. Or you can just simply slide to the calendar link in the description down below and sign up for your free consultation with me. Now guys, if you do like these videos, give me one of these. Also, if you do have any topics you want me to cover in the future related to getting a masculine physique, let me know in the comment section down below, or simply go join my Facebook group and ask it there. You're also going to be joined by a community of guys who are on the same mission as you. Now, if you are really serious about achieving your own masculine physique, all you need to do right now to show me that you are serious is the first part of the process. Subscribe for more content coming soon, and I'll see all of you later. Let's get it.
Is to go even further beyond